started with this question, but we couldn't complete it. So let us see what is this question. A person sitting in the ground floor of a building notices through the window of height 1.5 meters. Zainab, you were not there in our regular class today?
And I was not able to join, and now also I have to leave now because due to some emergency.
Yes, Zainab, what happened? Yes, Zainab, I was asking you something. Am I not audible, class? My voice isn't audible?
Ma'am, we can hear you.
Jobita, Jesleen,
Yes, ma'am.
then why Zainab is not responding?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Zainab, say.
Ma'am, I was not able to join due to some reasons, and now also I have to leave, ma'am. But I thought of joining for like half an hour.
Zainab, please text me. Your voice is breaking. I think it's my internet issue. Please text me, Zainab. Yeah, meanwhile, Zainab is texting. Let us discuss this. So this says a person is sitting in the ground floor of a building, notices through the window of height 1.5 meters. A ball dropped from the roof of the building crosses the window in 0.1 seconds. What is the velocity of the ball when it is at the topmost point of the window? These options are given. So Jasleen's answer was A part. Okay, then why did you join the class? You thought the regular class is this. This is the
Yes,
regular
ma'am.
class.
Yes, ma'am.
But I think timings must have been shared. Okay, Zainab, you can leave. Yeah. Jobita, Jasleen, let's just continue. So, Jasleen, I think you were answering the A option also as your weight class. Okay, class. So, see, this question, in this question, from a free fall, for free fall of height, initial velocity is 0. So when we are writing the equation, we are going to use the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. So h1 is equal to u is 0 plus half g t square. So what is the time that is given? We have to find out a person sitting. Okay, I think this option is incorrect. See, this is given as h1. This is the option for another one. This we have discussed. This question I think we have discussed, no class? 14.5 was the answer. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. This question I think you both were able to answer. This is the option of another question. Wait, let me share that question. Because these options are present of a different question. Let me share that question with you first. Okay, class. Now try it once. Because that question we already discussed it. Take 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. It's not even a question of 5 minutes. 2 minutes are enough. Take 2 minutes and then tell me what's your answer. Then I'll discuss this. Okay, let us discuss now. A stone falls freely under gravity. It covers distances h1, h2, h3 in the first 5 seconds. Okay, so this was the time which was missing in the question when I was solving it. Next 5 seconds, we have to find out the relation. See, this means a stone is falling, and in the first 5 seconds, it covers the distance h1. Next 5 seconds, it covers h2, and in the next 5 seconds, it covers h3. So you have to relate these h1, h2, h3. Okay. So see, for free fall, u will be 0. So now when you write the equation h1, see, equation is going to be ut plus half at square. U is 0. Time is, okay, u is 0, so ut is 0 plus half. Acceleration, see, under gravity. So your acceleration is equal to acceleration due to gravity, g. And t square means 5 square. Okay. Now, when we are talking about, this is the distance covered by this stone. This is the distance covered by the stone in first 5 seconds. Okay. Now, for the next 5 seconds, again, initial velocity is going to be 0 plus half g. Jobita, you tell me what should be the time that I should put? Let's say this is some distance instead of s, this is the distance, some s2. This total distance I have taken it as s2. So s2 is equal to from the top till this point. This total is s2. So s2 I am calculating. Yeah, Jobita, tell me what should be the time that I should put?
15.
15. Why?
So the distance traveled by the next stone in 5 seconds, right? So 15.
So
15 seconds. Like
So first it was 5. Next you're saying it is 5. So why total is 15?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Then how did you answer? You have put it as 15 in your question.
No, ma'am, I put it wrong.
You have put it wrong. You put it as 15.
No, ma'am, and then I corrected. So when I said, I got scared and said 50, that's it.
Okay. So this is it. So if I write this here, this is going to be 25 g by 2. This will be 100 g by 2. Why am I not cancelling this? Because let it remain in a pattern so that we can find out a relation. So what is this? This is the distance covered by the stone in 5 seconds, means in next 5 seconds. Okay, these are the next 5 seconds. Now the third one. Let's say this. Okay, so now what about just H2? H2 is just this part. Right now, I have calculated this total. Okay. Why? Why didn't I take this? See, class, this is a very important question. Pay attention here. The body started moving from here. Okay. Here, 5 seconds were covered. Initial velocity we knew. Time we knew. Height we had to calculate. Acceleration was equal to acceleration due to gravity. So we could easily calculate h1. This h1, this height, which is covered in 5 seconds, we could calculate and this was done. But if I just calculate this h2 part using this formula, do I know what is the velocity at this point so that I'll be able to calculate it? Do we know this velocity? We do not know. Do we have the information to find out this? No, because we do not have height. We do not have final velocity. And with just these variables, we'll not be able to calculate. That's why what am I doing? If I know this, if I know H1 and if I know S2, because S2 can be calculated because it is from the starting. It is from the starting point. Okay. This S2 is from the starting point. So this S2 can be calculated. Here, H2 only cannot be calculated because it is from the middle point. You cannot calculate for the middle part where you do not know. We need to know what is the initial velocity here, what is the final velocity, then we could find. But since we do not know, we cannot just calculate H2. So H1 is known, S2 can be calculated, which we have calculated. So can we now get the value of H2? Are you getting this point, both of you, Jesleen, Jobita? Do you understand this? So for calculation of S2, basically H2 is equal to S2 minus H1, the total height S2 minus the height H1. So what is S2? 100 G by 2 minus what is H1? 25 G by 2. This is equal to 75 G by 2. Okay. Similarly, can we calculate just this SH3? Is it possible for us to just calculate this H3? We have no clue about this spot. We do not know what is the initial velocity, what is the final velocity. We have no idea. So, but we have the idea about the starting. So if we calculate everything from the starting, like S3, this S3 can be known. And then we can subtract this S2. That will give us this H3. S2 has been calculated. S3 can be calculated. S2 has already been calculated. S3 can further be calculated. So when you subtract these two, you get H3. So H3 is basically S3 minus S2. So we have to find out S3 first. So S3 is equal to U plus half G T square. Jobita, now tell me the timings. What should I put for S3? Yes, Jobita? 15, correct. Very good. Because this is from the starting. So 5 plus this 5 plus this 5. So all of these make it to 15. So this is 15 whole square, which is equal to 225 G by 2. Now S3 minus S2 will give us H3. So S3 is 225 G by 2 minus what is S2? 100 G by 2. This is equal to 125 G by 2. So what do we have? We have all the values of H1, H2, H3 now. Look class. This is the value of H1. This is the value of H2. And this is the value of H3. Relation you can do, but you have to understand what exactly happened. I am repeating it once. Pay attention. A stone was to be dropped and it was going through these. Initial velocity we know here is 0. Acceleration is equal to acceleration due to gravity. 5 seconds were taken here. Distance was h1. From here to here again 5 seconds were taken and distance was h2. Only this distance was h2. This only was h1. Similarly, last 5 seconds, here the distance was h3. So we easily calculated the value of h1 using our equation and we got 25g/2. But we had no information about this step. So we couldn't calculate this part. But we can actually calculate this longer part because we have information about this. That is u, g. Here we have no information. If we know about this bigger one, so this longer, this lengthy, bigger one, let's say this is some s2. So if you subtract S2 and this H1, you get the value of H2 exact. So H2 is calculated, which is, what was it? 72g/2. Right? So not 72, it was 75. Similarly, we calculated S3 total because we had no information about this part or this part. So we calculated S3 and subtracted S2. So this part left was H3 and this H3 was equal to what did we get? 125 g/2. Now the last task is you have H1, H2, H3 with you. Take the ratio because question is only saying H1 is to H2 is to H3. This is equal to 25 g/2 is to it was 75 g/2 is to 125 g/2. G/2, G/2, G/2 cancelled. This is equal to 1:3:5, right? 5 5s are 5 3s are 25, 25 ones, 25 3s, 25 5s. So this is equal to H1 is to H2 is to H3. So now when you are writing their ratios, this will come in this denominator, this will come in this denominator, and this will come in this denominator. So H1/1 is equal to H2/3 is equal to H3/5. This is how you had to solve this question. Write it down, class, please. Mark this important. Okay, Jovita, just tell me the steps. How have you solved it?
Ma'am, first we use h equal to ut plus half gt square. Then t1.
Okay, what is T1?
T1 is 6 seconds.
T1 is 6 seconds, okay?
Then gravity is equal to 10 meter per second.
Okay.
Then T2 is like 18 seconds.
Okay, so you're saying the first distance is half G T1 square, so half 10 into 18 square. No,
Yes.
6 square. Okay, this is equal to what?
H height.
Yeah, value.
Yeah. Uh,
Yes, Jovita, what is this value coming?
1620.
How much?
1620.
160?
No, 1 minute.
1 minute? Why, Jovita? You've already solved it. That's why I'm asking you. I didn't ask Jasleen. You must have solved it already, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So just look into the
180.
notebook and tell me.
180.
180?
180, right? 36 into 5, right?
Yes, Jobita, what should I write S1 equal to?
180.
180. Okay, next step.
Next,
Just read it into your notebook and answer.
yeah.
Yes, Jobita, the next step. Whatever you've written, your answer is right. That's why I'm asking you to dictate.
Yes, ma'am, I'm saying. H equal to
H is equal to
sorry, S2 equal to half G T2 square.
H is equal to half G T2 square, okay?
Half
Okay, half.
10 into 18 square.
How much?
10 into 18 square.
Into 18 square, okay. How much is this value?
3240.
How much?
3240.
3240. Okay,
No, ma'am.
next.
No, ma'am. We have to divide it.
We have to
Divide
divide what?
324. The T2 minus T1.
We have to divide T2 minus T1 with what? What is the numerator?
12.
Yeah, tell me, Jobita, what is the next step? 180 is right, 3240 is right. Now next, I want to write.
12 seconds. 18 minus 6 equal to 12 seconds. We have to divide it by that.
I have to write 18 minus 6.
Yeah, we get then 12.
Okay, T2 minus T1, 18 minus 6 is equal to 10 seconds. And why are we doing this step? Why are we subtracting it? Why did you subtract this?
Ma'am,
Jovita, now you honestly tell me one thing. Did you solve the question by yourself? Please tell me honestly.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You have just told me the answer from somewhere.
Yes, ma'am, I did really.
So why are you not able to tell me the steps and everything when I am saying that yes, your answer is also right? You just had to dictate the
Ma'am,
steps.
you have to subtract now.
18 minus 6 is equal to 12 seconds I did. But why did we do this step? Why did you do this?
To divide the 3240.
To divide? Why? Why did you do this step? This is not relative velocity. What was the significance? I understand, okay, S1 you are calculating here. S2 you are calculating here. My question is, why did you do this step? There must be a reason, no? That whenever we subtract, see, when you are using half GT squared, when you were using anything, that has a significance. Why didn't you use U here? Because U is 0. That's why you didn't use U here. Why did you subtract these two? What is the significance? Why is this a formula or what? And when I'm subtracting this, then you are saying what is the next step? 3240 divided by 12. Yes, Jobita.
Ma'am, one minute, I'll just redo it and I'll say it again.
Class 1 instruction, let me tell you all very clearly that these questions are of no use to me. Firstly. Secondly, these are for your preparation. If you are able to solve a question, answer. If you are unable to solve a question, don't answer. You all need not copy it from somewhere or answer. Because if you know the concepts, you can easily tell me what you have written and why are you getting the correct answer. Why are you using this step? Why are you using that step? If I am solving a question and I'm using a particular step, that is my stand which I'm taking for a question. So I know why I'm using that step, why I'm following that step. Do you think this will in any ways help you? Anyone? This is not for Jovita particularly. I'm saying it's a general thing, not for your NEET classes or any classes. If you are using Google to answer the questions, it will give my wrong evaluation only. I'll not be able to judge you correctly because sometimes your answer is extremely right. Sometimes when you're asked a basic question, you are unable to answer. Your target shouldn't be to answer every question perfectly. Your target should be to improve yourself. Why is there a need to look even into some other textbooks answer, Google's answer, Doubtnut and everything? So many things are available now. And you know, it's very easy to cheat also in this online portal. So I just don't understand one thing. If you are answering perfectly and you're not able to tell the steps, not just for Jobita, for anybody, it's for your regular classes also. If you're not able to tell the steps, if you're not able to tell, and by according to your steps, the answer is even not matching this, then how can we say your answer is correct and you have actually calculated and done this brainstorming thing? If you are unable to explain me the question, even if you are able to explain me the question, what we have to calculate, and you're not able to calculate further, then stop there yourself. I am there. I will be helping you. Wherever you are getting stuck, I am there to continue from that point. What's my need then if you have to look from here and there to answer? Your aim should never be to just answer all the questions perfectly. Your answer should be to build up your goals, to build up your concept. All these concepts will be interlinked and finally will be reaching towards your correct answer. And automatically, when all this concept part will be clear, you will automatically be reaching towards the correct answer. Because when all the steps are right, when all the values are taken correctly, you will obviously get the correct answer. 4 options are there, 1 is correct, 3 are incorrect. This is right that 74 meter per second is the right answer. But according to that, this 180 3240 and T2 minus T1, they have no relation with each other. By the time you are answering this part, I understand that yes, see, this is also not correct, this is also not correct, but at least I can relate something that yes, you have taken this, you have taken that. If this is only incorrect, then how can you get a perfect answer? And you all are always saying that you're never looking from anywhere and never copying anything. This won't benefit you. I'm telling you this. This won't be helpful when you will actually be having the exam. Otherwise, now I have to keep on asking you both for every explanation, for every answer you people give. You people are matured enough. You should give the answer properly. Whatever you get, it's not necessary you give the correct answer. Tell whichever step you are able to solve. I am fine with that. I just want to see that improvement. If you are able to tell the step 1, next class you should be able to tell the step 2, and ultimately you should tell the correct answer. Am I clear, Jesleen and Jovita?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not saying, Jobita, you never answer correctly or you see it from somewhere. I'm just saying, if just in case you people, both of you, Jesleen, Jobita, or any other student, whether it's your regular batch or your NEET batch, if you are asked about a particular question, try to answer whatever you actually know. I'm not saying you did not try this question or you did see it from somewhere. No, I'm not saying this, but just because everything was not matching in this class, whatever you've answered. So based on that, I'm telling you all to answer things, whatever you all know. Jovita, did you get this? Yeah, Jobita, am I audible to you? Are you hearing? Jesleen, my voice is coming?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Yes, Jobita, are you able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
So did you get my point, Jobita? You understood what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not saying you copied or you are copying and your answers are incorrect. You are a very good student. You're always present in the class and you're always following the instruction. And you're always there before any other student comes. You're hardly late for the classes. So all these things are very good, which are present only in you. These qualities are just present in you. So you need not change or you need not just use any other method. You are just doing good. You have to just practice more.